first position, which is called bamboo, standing like a bamboo forest. So it's feet together or a little bit apart. And just find a sense of grounding through the feet and a little softening at the knees and a little softening at the hips. So Qigong is a practice of softness. So let's find some softness in the whole body. Just take a moment just to create some space through the armpits, and the hands are open and active. And let's bring a little inner smile. Let's expand our awareness to this beautiful natural environment that we're practicing in today. Strong, standing like a bamboo forest. Let's take a slow step out to what's called our basic stance. And this is about hip distance apart. So these are just an example of two of our stances that we have. And once again, soften the body. Let's turn our hands outwards and float the arms up and draw down. This is called opening the chi gates. We have got a couple of resident bush turkeys with us today. So let's hope they don't try and steal anything. Floating the arms up. So this is a time to gather and draw all of the parts of ourselves that might be out there still with the to-do list. Let's open and draw down nice and softly. And then you're just going to, at the end of every form, we just come to stillness and just sense and feel what's going on with the body. We just practice a natural style breathing. We're going to energize a little bit now with a simple form called swinging, arms to shoulder height, and there's just this little action like this. So in our practice today, we have, this is called an activation form. So this is designed to activate the chi in your body, get the life force flowing. So once again, let's think about the knees. They could be just tiny, tiny little bends, or they could be big, vigorous bends. It could be nice and slow. If you've got some shoulder issues, you might just do that slowly, slowly. Or maybe you want to pick up some pace and blow some stuff out. Let's take what's called a release breath, which is this helps release heat and pressure from the body. Let's just turn the dial down on that just a little bit, just slow it down. I'm just going to make a little change to this movement. And it's just a swinging turn. It just looks like this, to one side, to the other side. Open your hands up nice and active and push away anything that's bothering you. Put it in the past. If you feel any pressure building, remember the release breath. So, and once more, we'll just start turning the dial down on that slowly, slowly, and spiraling back to our standing position, just noticing the little changes in the body. I'm going to do one more activation form today. It's called the Wu Dang twist. I'm going to take this active hand and do a twist and turn, and that's about at eye level, and then float it back on the other side. So there's a soft gaze at the palm. It's a lovely twist of the thoracic spine, getting the spine nice and mobile. I'm going to turn around and show you what's happening with my other arm. So it's quite active. There's a little bend in my elbow and my hand's quite active as well. So Qigong is based on traditional Chinese medicine. And so today's flow forms I've got, we're in the earth element at the moment. A time to ground. Time to come back to our center. As the season changes towards winter. And let's just do a couple more of those. And once more, let's just slowly spiral back to your standing position. Take a moment to pause. Appreciate the sounds of the ocean, soft breeze. Form this little lotus mudra. Just this little star. Just going to bring it up a little bit that you can gaze straight through that mudra. And I just want you to bend one knee. Remember what I said before about the knee bending? Back to center. So tiny, tiny little bend. Or a deeper bend. You're managing what's going on with your knees. Qigong builds great knee strength subtly. I'm going to do a little add-on to that. And it's a little turn to one side. You're just turning through your waist, but you're still gazing through your lotus flower back to center. Other side, soft knee bend, soft turn back to center. This is called the lotus spleen twist. So as we're bending into the hips, that's activating our spleen meridians. Qigong earth element directly related to the organs of the stomach and the spleen. Let's do one more each side. And come back to center and simply float your arms down. Take a breath, noticing the changes in the body. Just bend into one knee and then bend into the other knee. And make sure you feel really grounded here, because we're actually going to do a little bit of balance here. If you want to just continue with this and not lift your legs, that's fine. Of course, if you feel too unstable. But consider this as grounding as you bend into one leg and bend into the other leg. We're going to activate our stomach meridians with a little bend, lift, and tap. So it's a bend, lift, and tap. So just get some momentum happening there. And I'm going to give you some options for the people that don't want to lift their leg. That's fine. You're just going to continue that. You could also just do one hand on one thigh if that's... So if you've got a tight back, lifting that leg could be a little challenge. Qigong builds great balance. This is also activating our stomach meridian, our stomach acupoint. The last couple there. And one more. And then take a moment to settle back into your basic stance. I'm going to have a nice big full body stretch. Float your arms up. Now shoulders. You may need to have big wide arms or reach fingertips and eye gaze up. If your neck doesn't like this, just lower your eye gaze. So find your stretch. Then we soften, hands to head. Compassionate, loving touch as we slide the hands down the side of the neck, side of the ribs. We're going to spend a moment at our lower back and our kidneys. Qigong is a practice of where your mind goes, the chi flows. So nice nurturing rub of the kidneys and the lower back. And then we're going to start sliding the hands down behind the bottom at the back of the legs. Now, we're going to hang. Now, you might only go to your knees. That's fine. Or you can go all the way. Where's your all the way without force? Just hang. Let the head go. Let the arms hang. A little bit of core engagement to breath in, and on the breath out, roll your spine up. As we come up, little shoulder roll. And just noticing and appreciating changes in the body. I'm going to intertwine your hands behind your back. I'll give you a couple of options here. So it could be just hands, could be holding onto the forearms. And if none of them are comfortable, just relax your arms down by the side. Slightly draw the chin back into the back of your skull, and let's gently draw one ear to one shoulder. Back to center, other side. And again. Back to center. And let's go to one side once more and then roll your chin to your chest. Just let it hang. Roll to the opposite side and pause. Roll your chin to chest. Let the head hang. And gently roll to the other side. We'll do one more each side. Finishing with the chin to chest. Release the arms and draw up the head to our practice of standing. We're going to move into some simple, what we call flow forms now. And this is the most simple one in the world. It's just floating, arms up and floating down. So we've prepared our body for our flow state. And I just invite you to, when you've mastered the movement, just simply find your own flow. We don't have to all be in sync. I also invite you, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes down at any time, or even just take a soft gaze downwards. I always say to my clients, if there's just one form you need to learn for yourself, it's just this one. Simplicity. We talked about a little bit earlier about feet optional to have barefoot or wear shoes. Developing a standing practice can sometimes be a little bit hectic on the feet. So if you've got any feet issues, definitely wear good shoes. But also too, you might notice that occasionally I just shift my weight. I just do that simply because I've got a few feet issues. So I'm just managing my feet. So that's okay to do that. This is modern Qigong. No one's going to crack you over the knuckles for doing it wrong. Let's just do two more, just like that. We'll transition this one simply into the next form. Just floating your arms up. And we take the palms in now and we just open to the side and float in. This is, and then float down. This is open the heart flow. Just finding the softness and the smoothness in this form. Two more. And last one. So as we work through these few flow forms, if you arrive first, all you have to do is simply practice your standing form. If you're a little bit slower than anyone else, that's okay, you'll arrive. Got a beautiful form called Golden Earth Flow for you. It involves bending. So I'm going to do the really easy bendy version first. So a little soft knee bend, and you've got these scooping hands. It's like you're scooping earth, and you're going to draw the earth up just above the head, and you turn the palms down, and we're drawing energy downwards. Open the hands, active. We'll get to about the hips, and the fingertips point down. There's a little bend at the hips, and it's like we're gazing into a barrel. And then we unhinge. The back of the hands are still facing each other. And they simply draw up the center, about the shoulders, and spiral open. We'll do one more at this range where we do that soft knee bend, little gentle earth scoop. Drawing up just above the eyes, drawing energy downwards. And once we reach about the hips, fingertips point down, little bend at the hips. I'm just going to go on the side to show you what that looks like. It's just a little gazing into a pond, and then fingertips join, little spiral. Now that for those of you sumo squatters, there's our deep earth squat, or anywhere in between that. Same movement, just deeper squat. As we work through this for a few more rounds, just find your flow. If we muck it up, that's okay. We just start again. Let's do one more of this. Just taking a moment in stillness. Let's float one hand in front of our eyes so it's the eye gaze height. And this round and bendy at the elbow. And the other hand is just sort of reaching down. It's active on an angle like this. And we're going to, the arm that's up, we're going to turn to that direction. Keep the gaze at the palm. So it's a soft turn at the waist. Float the bottom hand up as we gaze at that hand. Top hand goes down. And then we turn all the way to the other side. Soft turn. Float the bottom palm up, gaze, bottom hand goes down, soft turn. Bottom hand up, top hand down. This is called reading the palms. With your turn, if possible, try not to turn the knees. It's just a little soft waist turn. So we're still rooted and grounded through the feet, the earth drawing us down. Let's just do one more each direction. Next time your both hands draw together, with both hands up, simply bring both hands back to center. Take the palms down and just release them. Find your practice of sung. I haven't mentioned sung. This time we spend softening and loosening the body is a practice on its own. you to bring your hands in this low area here. Imagine you're holding an imaginary chi ball between your fingers. And hands are open and active, and for a moment imagine that flaming golden ball in your hand. And it's deliberate, this low area here, because this is our low energy center called our dantian. We've got 3 energy centers, low, middle, high, and this is the primary one that relates to our physical earthly body. Taking your chi ball with a soft turn at the waist once more. Then you're going to just release the chi ball into the ground, palms facing down. This is called the connect earth position. We'll come back through center and then all the way to the other side. Then we take these hands, we're going to draw a little arc up, just a little arc. And we come back to the side we dropped the ball, picking up the ball. And we come back all the way around to the other side. Soft turn, release your chi ball, as we slide the hands all the way over to the other side, and then we arc our hands up. Connect the earth, picking up our ball and transitioning back to the other side. So it's drop the ball, slide the hands, arcing, and we can take a bigger arc if the shoulders feel good for that. Picking up our ball and returning to the other side. Ready to release once more. Release. Palms down, slide your hands. Ready for your arc. Ready to retrieve your ball all the way to the other side. Release. Slide. Arc. Pick up the ball. Release. Slide. Arc. Let's just do one more. So we'll pick up our ball, take it to the other side, release, arc up and over, slide, pick up our ball and bring it back to center where we started. So I just want you to draw that ball a little bit closer to that lower belly button region and bring all your attention and awareness into the fingers and hands and that ball. And as you breathe in, imagine it expanding into the lower belly region. So part of the development of this dantian area, the gong, it's the gong of developing the energy center here. It's just imagining that energy just about an inch below the belly button and an inch internally. And that's just something we develop over time as we practice. Let's now take the hands one on top of each other, like we're just holding that chi ball now, and holding and nurturing softly. We're going to take this bottom hand, we're going to float it up. And you're going to just take a pause and gaze upwards for a moment. It's like you're downloading some special messages from there. And you're going to draw the hand down the center line, and it simply lands in the top of the other hand. This is called holding the pearl. And we float the other arm up. There's a soft gaze. And we draw down the center. So this is what we call a centering form. And there's that moment of pause where we gaze up, where we have the opportunity to just connect in with maybe a higher source, maybe your God, maybe your spirit, or it could be just you, just connecting with your higher wisdom, We all have an innate wisdom, but we don't always draw it in when we need it. So just know that this is always here for you. Is there anything special you need from this form today? One more each arm. And let's come back to our pearl. And simply draw it in physically into that low dantian region, so our hands are touching this area with intention. And we'll have 3 quiet, excuse me, 3 quiet breaths with our focus on our low energy center. Let's release from this practice. Let's step into our bamboo in the wind position where we started. Just taking a moment to ground, either feet fully together or that little space. And we'll close our gates 3 times. We start by turning the hands outwards and then slowly, slowly. So I invite you to make these last 3 the slowest of your day. This is an opportunity to just gather any last grounding energy that you need and drawing down. We complete the first one, hands back to side, and then we start the next. And completing our practice simply with our hands to our heart, with just a moment of gratitude for this beautiful environment we get to train in and practice our Qigong, and much gratitude to you all for sharing our Qi circle today. There's a lot of Qi being built under this tree in the last couple of years, so